Giving all praises, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rachakodash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, and peace and blessings to the 144,000, as well as the rest of the elect. This is Brother Tazapai here with you with another lesson. And this lesson today, I have a video that I want to share, all right? And it goes right in line with Isaiah 32 and 9 that I have pulled up here. And it reads, "Rise up, ye women that are at ease. Hear my voice, ye careless daughters. Give ear unto my speech. Many days and years shall ye be troubled, ye careless women. For the vintage shall fail, the gathering shall not come." All right. And here we are, at the very beginning of sorrows. We haven't even got into Jacob's trouble. And you see a lot of women in Babylon are going through it. All right. They're going through rough ways, catching hell. And that was prophesied to happen. And mainly in part because they fell for the tricks of the enemy, which is going back to the 60s with that women's liberation movement to for women to proclaim their strength and independence from men. All right. But that was a cleverly devised trick. All right. That was how was it worded? That was some of that sleight of men that women fell for, hook, line, and sinker, just to come to this point. So what is it? About 70 years later, 60 plus years later down the line, or maybe not quite 60, but going on 60 years, all right, of that deception of women's lib, and you see families are destroyed, children being offered daily, all right, given as offerings, and mainly by the so-called black women. But all of these things have come to pass due to the fact that women's liberation was allowed, to flourish here in America. So women now they're finding themselves ostracized, all right? All types of baggage today that they carry, and nothing but burnt bridges behind them. So they have no way to even get help, the women of today. And it's not just the black woman, but we're going to get, into this. This is just one example, this video that I have. It's one example of a woman catching hell. And she appears to be a white woman, all right? And that just goes to show how bad the situation is getting now, which I said she looks like she could be a white woman. She has the skin of the devil, but that doesn't mean that, she's necessarily of that lineage of Esau, Edom, the devil. All right. Because you know how much Jake loved him some white women. But the point is that these women are catching hell, and it's poetic justice. All right. It's poetic justice because you could be catching hell with your man, with him taking at least half of that shit off of you. Most men try to take all of the weight off of, their women and children, because they don't want them to have to deal with it, most men. But at least 50% of, what you're dealing with, you could have a man to make your burden a little bit lighter. But you're going to have to stand by, you black women and all you other women who ever use that mantra, "I'm strong and independent." You're going to be made to stand on that. 2025, and I'm going to continue to say it, is a stand-on business year. You're going to have to walk what you talk in 2025. You will be exposed. So again, Isaiah chapter 32, verse 9. "Rise up, ye women that are at ease. Hear my voice, ye careless daughters. Give ear unto my speech." So the women in America, Western society, are at ease, all right? Over in the East, especially in the Middle East, it's rough over there. Them women ain't got it easy. This war-torn, war-battered areas all throughout. And what areas that are not at war, they're at threat of, being in a future war. So either they're at war or in threat of going to war over there. So this is mainly here in the West where women are at ease, all right, in this land of unwalled villages. Everybody's just living carelessly, especially you women, all right? The Lord says here in verse 10, many days and years shall ye be troubled, ye careless women, all right? How careless is it for you to go through life single as a woman? And they don't even think about it because society has afforded them the luxury to be able to live like that, but they don't even realize, all right? And a lot of, with the black women, I don't deal with, many white women, but a lot of the black women that I've dealt with, let me see, at least 80 to 85% have been molested or raped. That comes from carelessness. But this is the way of, the Western world today. Women get to gad abroad. And when women gad abroad, they draw attention. But yeah, women are at ease, all right? And they're careless. These careless women, and it says, for the vintage shall fail, all right? The gathering shall not come. So, right, the vintage, the gathering is in reference to like harvest, all right? The harvest in this case with women today, because nobody's planting and growing anything in the West. That's all controlled by big corp, the big agriculture, all right, big ag. So this is in reference to the gathering, and the vintage is these, what do they call it? These handouts, if you will, government programs, these benefits programs to help the woman, and specifically for women, all right? And Kamala had the nerve to say that it wouldn't be right to do something for just one specific group of people, but yet they do it all the time, especially for women, especially for the rainbow community. All right, but it's done all the time. All right, it's only when you are, you look like me, is it a problem. So let's look at this is a quick clip. Jake, he don't know what's going on, so disregard what he talking about, because he talking about America coming back and all this shit. To hell with Jake that's lost and don't know what's going on, because it's no excuse in 2025. Again, this is this stand on business year, all right? And there's no tolerance for ignorance at this point. When the Most High, and yeah, when the Most High gave you his servants, the prophets, and we labor and toil night and day for this word to go out, and you still choose to be an ignoramus, I don't have tolerance for it. Go right ahead, but don't expect me to sit here and have some type of understanding or tolerance for the bullshit.
I just got a letter from DHS. They have cut off my food stamps.
Ladies and gentlemen, America is back.
First off, she got a letter from DHS. That's heavy. Them the people that got Diddy. What the fuck is going on? See, and people not even paying attention, and this nigga up here talking about America is back. Really? 'Cause I don't remember even growing up with a DHS. This is government overreach and oversight. But it's got to do its thing. It has to run its course because rulers are not a terror to good works. So all of this is to weed out the wicked. Look at DHS. It's got crazy out here. And people don't even realize the pot is boiling right now. It's at a low ball. It's the beginning of the bubble. It's simmering. And people don't even realize it. We're about to head into a rolling boil, full on. DHS, I didn't even, this is crazy.
I just got a letter from DHS. They have cut off my food stamps.
Ladies and gentlemen, America is back.
You better
They're
hope
now
that's
holding
all they
people
do.
accountable for their actions. The EBT community is in shambles. Let's watch.
Cash assistance, disability for me, all 6 of my kids.
Who are the men? Who are the 6 disciples who sat down and said, you know what? Procreation. This the one. Who are those men? And why? Does that say 3.3 thousand? She get 3,000 a month.
And my Section 8. What do they expect me to do?
So, and that's kind of a good point because more than likely, but that is some Jake shit, to have these children, all of these children, and ain't no man around, but she hitting the lick. $3,000 a month. These women been living large at our expense and talking shit to us. That money ain't coming out the pockets of the elites. It's not coming out the pockets of these politicians. It is not coming out the pockets of your senators, your congressmen, your governors, or your mayors. That shit comes out of my pocket. On top of everything else I got to pay, so you can stand in my face proud and boldly tell me how strong and independent you are. And we already know the game. Y'all get these houses, $8 a month rent, and don't even pay the shit. Don't even pay that. We know the game because the gig is up. The gig is up, but yeah, and if she's not an Israelite, I guarantee you she's fucking an Israelite. Pardon my French, but this is for grown folks. But I guarantee you, some, if not all of them children, are her children are Israelites. But yeah, so, and this is going across the board, and I'm bringing that up to say you can't judge by skin. Now, when they say rise up, ye women that are at ease, that's first and foremost, okay? This is going to the Israelite women. But then it's going to come a point, it's going to be across the board. And we're at that point. Yeah, you got Becky's on the EBT, the food stamps, if you will, the Lone Star card here in Texas, and other programs. They have more quiet hush programs, all right, that and it might even come in the form of write-offs, but they have their ways of getting their help too. And all of that's coming to a close, all right? All of it. So, yeah, rise up, ye women that are at ease. That's first and foremost for the Israelite women, the Israelitices. And then that's going to be across the board here in America. Because, again, They're not at ease over in the East and the Middle East. They're in order for the most part. For the most part. All right. They will listen to what a man tells them. It's only here in the West. But let's finish.
Why? Does that say 3.3 thousand? She get 3,000 a month.
And my Section 8. What?
I don't even make that working. Well, I make a little over that working every day.
Do they expect me to do?
Get a job. J-O-B. A jobby job. Work. Take care of your own damn kids.
I have been getting welfare since I was 19 years old.
EBT lifer. Thank you for your service. Your services are no longer needed over here. You're cut off.
Over 10 years I have been on welfare.
I think as a country we need to understand the detriment that this type of lifestyle causes to the country and to families. These people are incentivized to continue to just procreate.
No, Babylon incentivizes dysfunction, and that's what it is. But now the dysfunction, the idiocracy, the lunacy, all of that is coming to an end. All right, because they're at the end game and going for it. And I say they, of course, I mean the elite. They're going for all of the marbles, which is the NWO. All right. And so these women are going to be catching the most hell here in Babylon because they don't need a man. And now here, Isaiah chapter 32, verse 12, it says, they shall lament for the teats, for the pleasant fields, for the fruitful vine. See, they're going to cry for it. You see, like she's crying because they cut off her vintage. Her gathering has failed. No more 3,000 a month for food. $3,000? Golly, bro. Yeah. I'm at a loss. This America is this place is crazy. This place it just boggles my mind still. You know, with everything that the Lord has showed me, Babylon boggles my mind. You know, with the shit that's been going on here. All right, and the shit that's currently going on here. But yeah, let's go here. Because see, this is again. Because these women, instead of struggling, building with their men, no, what did they do? This, Isaiah chapter 31, verse 1. Woe to them that go down to Egypt for help, and stay on horses, and trust in chariots, because they are many, and in horsemen, because they are very strong. But they look not unto the Holy One of Israel, neither seek the Lord. All right? Now today, it's the same thing. They're not seeking the Lord. All right? Now you do have some women that, you know, they into the truth. I guess, you know, for the most part, to the best of their ability, they keep the law, statutes, and commandments, I guess. But for the most part, women, they don't concern themselves with righteousness. Their righteousness is of their own. You know, they they're righteous in themselves and they can do no wrong. Okay? That's the mentality of most women in America. They can do no wrong. And see, this was going to the whole nation, and it applies to the whole nation. But you know, for this lesson, applying it to the women, this is what they did. All right. They went to Egypt, to the Pharaoh, the modern day Pharaoh. They went to the leaders, the rulers of modern day Egypt, which is America, that great city. And in Revelation 8, it explains that. It says, Revelation chapter 11, verse 8, and their dead bodies shall lie in the street of the great city, which spiritually is called Sodom and Egypt. Now, where else but America would those two fit on any other country or you know, landmass? Sodom and Egypt, that's America all day. All right? Sodom, because they got LGBTQ. And you know, you say, oh, that's a modern phenomenon. Well, Obama legalized same-sex marriage in 2008. Well, it might have been about 2010. I forget the year, but it was during, I don't even know if it was during his 8-year, all right, administration. I forget exactly which term. It could have been his first, or it could have been the second term, but he legalized same-sex marriage here in America. And before that, you know, you had the closet shit going on, but now America has pronounced it boldly to the world. And it's no secret that this is modern day Sodom. They're all about that lifestyle of Sodom and Gomorrah. All right. In Egypt, because I mean, it's just too many parallels and similarities to mention. But one of the main ones being that the whole house of Israel is here in captivity. Just like you had the whole house of Israel and about to be delivered. Just like you had the whole house of Israel in ancient Egypt, and the Lord delivered them. Well, the Lord said he was going to bring us out of Egypt, deliver us a second time from Egypt. So now you should be able to put 2 and 2 together. All right. That's speaking about America. So this is spiritually that great city, which spiritually is called Sodom and Egypt. All right. And it also goes on to say where also our Lord was crucified. All right. Through religion, through plantation Christianity, or the Renaissance Christianity, going back to the Borgias and Cesare Borgia, who posed for that image of the white Jesus. All right, the white Jesus. But yeah, so we're dealing with, when you talk about Egypt, a lot of times it's talking about, in the scriptures, it's mentioning spiritual Egypt, America. All right, or it could be twofold. All right, which Isaiah was twofold, but it's a prophecy for our days as well. So let's look at this. Isaiah 30:1. Woe to the rebellious children, said the Lord, that take counsel, but not of me, and that cover with a covering, but not of my spirit. See, the same thing. Our people will not seek Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai. And how much more so a woman? A woman at the end of the day is not built for discipline. Yeah, a woman can be disciplined, but her very nature is to be carefree, emotional, light. And a man's nature is to be grave, serious, heavy, all right? To come with the discipline. That's the man. Now, the two, once they're brought into harmony and balance, is a beautiful thing. But women are out of balance in themselves. So it's no way that you could come to balance with them because they have no balance in themselves. So, you know, a woman is only a distraction until your destruction. Here in the Western woman, she's a vessel, just as she's of her father the devil. But she's a vessel fitted unto destruction. You know, which a lot of times, if you drink from that vessel, you will be destroyed. You know, the woman is the Western woman is a terrible thing. You know, and it's just, I'm loosely calling her a woman just so you can identify who I'm speaking of, because they really are not women. This modern creation of Esau, you know, this female creation of Esau is a terrible thing. You know, but these rebellious children, you know, woe to the rebellious children, said the Lord, that take counsel, but not of me. You know, they'll take counsel in any and everything, just like your woman. And see, this is why the Lord gives us this hell with our woman, all right? This discord set us at discord with one another, because we were at discord with the Heavenly Father. So we can understand the dynamic, all right, of how the Lord felt and how all women make us feel. You know? So the Lord said, you rebellious, hard-headed. So he made all women rebellious and hard-headed. Just said, we won't listen to the Most High, they won't listen to us. And that's the way it is. Don't beat your head up about it. And if you got a woman that listens, then as the scriptures say, you got a good thing. You know? Because I'm not saying they can't. I said they won't for the most part. They can, but they just don't want to. You know? So, yeah, you got a woman that a half-ass listen. You got a good thing. In America, in Babylon, this great city, which in actuality is not so great today. You know? At one time, though, yeah. But now the Most High, he done spread the worm under this place. Yeah, the Babylon is done. And so are all of they who have joined to Babylon and that continue to seek, you know, the help they're showing you. If they're not going to help these people that don't have a house after a hurricane and it's in the middle of winter, you think you're going to continue to get free food? You think that's how that works? These people in need, you're in want. And you think that's how that going to play out? That they not giving people what they need, but they going to continue to give you shit that you want or just too lazy to go work for. No, they are cutting out all of this shit. That's it. All that shit he talking about, America is back. No, this is the America that you ain't never seen. And y'all need to wake the fuck up. And it says, woe to the rebellious children, said the Lord, that take counsel, but not of me, and that cover with a covering, but not of my spirit, that they may add sin to sin. Getting into all of these wayward doctrines and philosophies, the new age, covering with a new spirit. Yeah, I'm my own Christ. I got to be my own God, son. You see, ain't no man gonna crack them clouds, son, and come down here and get you. You got to get yourself, man. Quit being a victim. Raise yourself up, son. You know what I mean, my boy? Say all that shit, nigga. That's that shit gonna get you killed. And verse 2 says that walk to go down to Egypt and have not asked at my mouth to strengthen themselves in the strength of Pharaoh and to trust in the shadow of Egypt. And this is the trick bag that Esau got y'all in, that the Most High got him in. All right? Is that, and that's why he gives you shit. You ever hear the old adage, give a man a fish, he'll eat for a day, but teach him how to fish, and he'll eat the rest of his life. Right. Esau is a fish giver. That's what his school systems are set up for. The public school systems are set up for you to go and be given fish. The school systems are not set up to teach you how to fish. So a lot of people, grown ups, come out of school, they need help because they never learn how to think for themselves. So they need help. But what does that do? Put you in the trust of the shadow of Egypt. And so that's what I was saying. You women, y'all got played big time. All right? You in Esau's trick bag and you don't have a man. Again, your bridges, most of your bridges are burnt. And you don't even have a man to go back to that you could say, I'm sorry. That you could say, I will make my own bread. I will make my own clothes. You don't even have a man to do that, say that too. Because you've been so ugly and hateful in your ways and your attitudes. Vicious in your actions toward your men. Just downright vicious. But yes, you in the trick bag, because for those of you who've been receiving these handouts, now what you gonna do? Where you gonna turn? And with that, to the next one, Shalom.